Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, June the 25th, 2024. It goes to next Tuesday, July the 2nd, 2024. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges that we got. All right. Honestly, we got our work cut out for us again this week. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, let's take a look here. Before we get going, actually, as you can see, we have a Fasnacht Day. So we have 2 weeks of Fasnacht Day events. Starts today, June the 25th, and it goes to July the 9th. Now, during our daily challenge video here, you guys would have saw me participate in Fasnacht Day. And I have a couple of videos that I've made out there over the last couple of years. It's all timestamped, but you can check those out as well. Just keep in mind that sometimes as updates come around, sometimes things do change slightly, but for the most part, the videos are correct. So you can check out those if you so wish. All right, let's take a look here. Weekly challenges, Jim. Weekly challenges. Let's go take a look at this one here. Scrap junk to produce oil 15. So again, if you're looking for the fastest, quickest, easiest way, we can bulk oil at the Tinker's Workbench. Now this is, again, fastest, quickest, easiest way if you lead a life that is very busy, or you have a busy day, you just want to get these daily, weekly challenges done, we can bulk oil and then scrap. And you guys have seen me do it many times. You go to your Tinker's Workbench, you go to bulk, be down here to bulk oil. As long as you have 2 plastic and 10 waste oil, you can bulk 1 oil. In this case, you'll have to bulk 2 of them, and then you just scrap them. And this is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way. Again, for those of you who have busy lives and don't have a chance to go out to try to find junk items, you can do it this way and it will count. Now, what I've been doing lately is going around and trying to find the items, just to kind of show, because there's a lot of people who are in the game who are brand new or having a little bit of a struggle time trying to find certain items because not everyone has the items to bulk. So I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Let's go ahead. Let's get something to drink here real quick before we get going. There we go. All right, let's take a look at the map here. Probably one of the best spots to go. Let me see here. Blackwater Mine. Let's pop over to Blackwater Mine here today. It's been a little while since we've been here. But I did make a playlist, I would say, when I first started making videos. And there's maybe about 7 or 8 videos in that playlist. And I take you to various areas where we find junk that we can scrap to give us oil. And you can check out those videos if you so wish. These are one of the places that I bring you. Now there should be some mole miners here, so we'll take care of them as we go. We're looking for basically gas canisters, flamethrowers, blowtorches. Any kind of canister, I believe, will give you oil. Just an FYI. Usually in around areas where you see blood eagles will usually have gas canisters on them as well. A stim pack. Can I grab that stim pack? All right. I don't remember there being a whole lot out here. It's been a little while again since I've been here, but we'll still check. We'll check. We'll do it together. All right, there's one thing there. We have a blowtorch. Let's take a look at that blowtorch real quick. So as you can see, 1 blowtorch gives us 1 oil. We have a aluminum canister that gives us 1 oil. Okay, just to give you guys an example, right? What else we got here, Jim? Is that a paint can up there? Oh, I can't grab. Paint cans are a good source of oil as well. I believe you have to go on the other side. There'll be a couple more mole miners over here, typically. Right, there's a oil canister right there. Let's check that out. So that gives us 2 oil. Okay. Let's see what these canisters. So we got turpentine. I don't know if turpentine gives us oil. No, I don't think so. Soap. So soap's a good source of oil as well. So 1 oil from soap. Okay. A real good supply of soap is actually right over here at the New River Gorge Resort, just to the southeast. There's that big radio antenna. And there's that bathtub with the skeleton in it. All kinds of soap in there. You'll be able to fill your boots. I just like to kind of show you guys different locations. Just an FYI. Don't think there's really anything in here, no. Alright, so we got these gas canisters that are around. Alright. Let's keep going here. So always get a checking around the equipment, because sometimes there's the gas canisters around the equipment as well. Ouch. Huh. Some gas canisters here. Rusty canister. Let's check out that rusty canister. No. Gas canister gives us 1 oil, obviously. Alright. Let's take a look here. Take a look-see. Usually there's usually some in around here. There's a lantern. The lanterns will give us some oil as well. As you can see, 2 oil. Let's check inside this building here. Actually, might be good. Another oil canister there. No. All right. Aluminum canister. Again, that gives us 1 oil. We have another. Let's check that. That gives us, yeah, this gives us oil. Didn't think so. That's a different kind of lamp. There's another blowtorch. Another gas canister. Another aluminum canister. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Another blowtorch up here. See it? This is a real hot spot for oil objects. Another oil canister. And this is even going in the mine itself. Yellow canister. Check the yellow one. Nope. Let's check this yellow paint. Yep, 2 oil in the yellow paint. Even the blue paint, same deal. All right, and that's not even going inside the mine itself. Right here's the inside the mine, right here. Like, you know what I mean? As a foreman. Oh, that goes that way, right? It's been a little while. Gas canister. Portable fuel tank. Another gas canister.
Authorization denied
All kinds of goodies. And here's the mine, the South Blackwater mine. And there's more. There's more inside the mine. But that should be good. Let's go to the Tinker's workbench that's in here and scrap this stuff. Let's go ahead and scrap. You can see it popping up on the screen as I scrap it. There we go. Scrap starting to produce oil. All kinds of her. Just like that, guys. Blackwater mine, definitely one-stop shop. Pretty good spot. And that's not even going inside the mine itself. So that's pretty awesome. But if you're looking for the fastest, quickest, easiest way, like if you're really short on time, bulking and scrapping is definitely the best method for you. Okay. What's next here, Jim? What is next? Let's do this one here. Craft any Flair at a Tinkerer's Bench 3. So let's actually go back to the camp. Is there something else I kind of like to add in for this particular challenge? All right. Okay, back at my camp. Craft any Flair at a Tinkerer's Bench 3. So again, might be asking yourself, well, I don't have a Flair. I don't even know what a Flair is. So a Flair is something you put on your backpack, okay? But you don't necessarily have to own a backpack in order to craft a Flair at the Tinker's Bench, okay? Because they're two different things. So let's go to the atomic shop here real quick. And let me see, would it be under apparel? Let's check. All right, so as you can see, we do have some flares that are here and it will pop up as owned. Okay, so these are the ones that I own. Now there are also flares that you can buy in the atomic shop, like this one right here. The dentures, so chattering teeth flare. This is just one example, but that's as cheap as they come. All right, the flares that I own, I never really bought. I've always gotten them free off of previous scoreboards. To be honest, I've never actually bought a flare. So let's go to the Tinker's Workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft. Now, if you're looking to craft a flare, you actually have to go down a little bit further. You see souvenirs. And then you slide it over. And this is where you will craft your flares. You'll craft a plushie. You'll craft a beer stein if you so wish. Okay. We're just going to craft 3 of these bad boys. And most flares will only cost you plastic. Some of them will cost you plastic and rubber, but most times it's just plastic. We're just going to craft 3 of them. Just like that. Craft any flare at Tinkerer's Bench 3 for 3. Done. Just like that. Just to give you guys an example. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what do I do with flares, Jim? Okay. I haven't seen it for quite some time, but several scoreboards ago, we got a flare display. It'll be under displays here. I believe this Christmas tree, as you can see, holiday tree flare display, right? So you can use them as a display. We also have this bad boy here. So this is more so for the returning players, right? If you have, you know, flares. Okay. And I thought we had something else back in the day as well. Yeah, this guy here. So the jewelry stand flare display again. I think it was, gosh, I would say maybe season 12 or 13. We got this bad boy for free, but this is where you would craft a flare at your Tinker's Bench, and this is where you would display them in these displays. So just an FYI, okay? And all you'd have to do is you just build it. Let's just build this one here. And you just get out And now you do, you just transfer and just assign to it and see how it's hanging there. Just like that. And I'm just kind of adding this in just for people who are maybe kind of curious, okay? Now, don't get that mixed up with putting a backpack, a flare on your backpack. See the two flares that are hanging off my backpack? That's a totally different way. You actually need to go to your armor workbench for that. And you would have to go modify/repair. And then you go to your backpack, slide it over, and then you have 2 slots for flare. So this is where you would put so you see how the flare is changing, and this is where you would install the flare on your backpack this way at your armor workbench. Okay, so just kind of wanted to add those in just because sometimes I am asked certain things, so I just thought of maybe kind of adding that in for some folks. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Okay, yeah, I hope that's useful to you guys. What's next here, Jim? What is next? Take a look at this one here. Scrap pipe guns 20. So this one here can be a little bit of a challenge for some people. So pipe guns we can find off of Scorched. We can find off of super mutants in and around the forest region. Okay. Depends on what level you're at in terms of what drops, but usually, you know, the super mutants around Newgad, okay, the Scorched in around Tyler County Fairgrounds and in around the forest region, like when you find like little patches of them, they'll usually have piped weapons on them, okay. But pipe weapons is something that you learn very early on in the game. Let's go to our weapons workbench here. And if we go down to pipe guns, we have this bolt-action pistol, pipe revolver. The syringer you learn a little bit later on, but I believe, because you guys can craft these at level 1. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe someone can chime in, but I believe these are default plans that you learn right out of the gate, like right off the hop, leaving the vault. So they do cost some materials, but this is what I usually recommend, unless you have the time to go out, to go after Scorched and super mutants and find those pipe weapons and then scrap them. You could do it that way. But if the fastest, quickest, easiest way is just craft some and then scrap them. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to craft some bunch of level 1s here. All right. How many did we need anyway? We needed 20. So let's craft 10 more. Now you can decide to do this as well if you so wish, but again, you don't have to. You can go out and look for those. Oh, geez, I don't even know if I have enough. I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, I'm missing some materials. That's okay. Let's go ahead and scrap some of this stuff. Maybe we'll get some of it back. All right. Let's go ahead and try to craft some more. I think it's steel is what I'm low on. I can low on steel, believe it or not. Okay, good stuff. Craft 10 more. We'll back out. And then we'll scrap them. Again, you guys can decide to do whatever you want to do. We do have all week for this stuff. Okay? But I like to kind of include it all into a video, and it'll be quite difficult for me to try to find 20 pipe weapons. It'll just make the video a lot longer. Okay? So what's next here, Jim? Let's take a look here. Collect a garden gnome 5. So again, many great spots we can find garden gnomes are usually all spread about. But I do have several videos out there showing you some great spots where you can find garden gnomes reliably. Again, depends on the server that you're on, and depends if you're on a server with other people. If you're limited to public servers with other people, everyone's going to be looking after these garden gnomes, and a lot of times they're going to be gone. I would say between garden gnomes, burnt books, pre-war food is really hard to find in the wasteland because everyone and their dog is looking for, and teddy bears. Teddy bears, the same thing. So Huntersville, you guys would have watched a video of me going to Huntersville. Right behind the first house on the right-hand side, we had that little garden in the back. Great spot for some garden gnomes. You can find a fair amount of garden gnomes up here in good old Monaga. Now, I don't have a video on that, but sometimes when you go to the homes, of course it's full of mole miners, but you'll find almost every home will have the odd garden gnome in front of it. In front of like the little porch area, okay? And another good spot for garden gnomes that a lot of people seem to forget about is right here at the General's Steakhouse, and that's where we're going to go here today. Let's pop over here. Now, I know these are a little bit higher level areas. It's a little unfortunate, but these are the most reliable spots that I know of that you can find quite a bit of garden gnomes, like in one spot. So we're going to go through the General Steakhouse, and we're going to try to go undetected just to kind of show you that it can be done. So we're just going to go up here a little bit further. Now, we may get in caution, but that's fine. And we're going to go this way here. The super mutant up there is going to ignore us. Now, sometimes when we get to the back by the garden, sometimes there are some insects around, and maybe the odd mongrel or wolf. So you just gotta... Oh, we got some mole rats there today. Must have been nothing. That's right, buddy. You just keep going. Alright, so it's going to open up here again. We're just going to take out those mole rats. Try not to get attention to the super mutants, of course. Danger still. Alright. Just hop that fence. And there's our garden gnomes. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 6th one. And 7 and 8. Right there. Pretty good spot. Pretty good spot for some garden gnomes. Everyone usually kind of forgets this spot, but just an FYI. Let's lock and load, Jim. What's next here, old pal? Let's see what we got next. Kill a Yao Guai 3. So many great spots for some Yao Guai in the wasteland. Some very reliable spots, of course. One such spot is up here at the Dolly Sods Wilderness. And when you first spawn in, there'll be one right on the road in front of you. And then there'll be one a little bit further to the west, patrolling the road up there. He's a little bit more crazier. He's a little bit of a lunatic. But you gotta watch out for him. But there is a second one that will spawn up there as well. Another good spot is you can find at least one, a low-level one, right up here at Big Fred's Barbecue Shack, a little bit to the east. And it is Fluffy's son, and he is diseased, and he's usually only level 50. He's usually pretty weak, okay? That'd be a pretty good guy to get. And another pretty decent spot is, where are we at here? Right down here. Mountainside Bed and Breakfast. When you spawn in, you just follow the tracks. And then you'll get to a big white open area where there's a couple rail cars down below, and there's 2 Yao Guai bears hanging out down there. Okay? And you can check that out if you so wish. Very reliable spots. What I want to do, I want to go and try to check out the Skyline Valley region. As we know, there are some Yao Guai bears around. If you watch that 5-part series, lots of them around. A lot of them are glowing. We do have a commie bear that's right here. Okay? we're going to spawn up here, the research site Bravara. And we're going to work our way down the hill, because I don't want to go through Camp Liberty and those crazy communists down there. We're going to come in from the northeast. And see if that commie bear counts. I can't see why he won't, right? But we'll see. We're going to see what happens. And we got those crazy mutated gobblers there. Ruh-roh. Okay, we're in caution. Good. Yeah, those thrashers. I'm not a big fan. All right, so right down here. So we got Camp Liberty down here. You can decide to go that way if you wish, but you want to go right on that little island there, and there's a commie bear there. And we're going to see if this guy counts. I can't see why not, right? But I've been trying to incorporate as much of the Skyline Valley region as I can in these daily, weekly challenges, just to kind of get us used to coming down here. There we go, 1 for 3. Yo Guai bear. The old commie bear counts. Nice. That's actually a little bit better coming in from the northeast like that. Awesome. In case you guys didn't know, the trading posts are free fast travel down here. Just an FYI. There should be another commie bear inside Camp Liberty on this side. It'll be in a cage, all right? There might be a couple of communists that we have to go after, but that's fine. But we're going to get the second one here just to kind of show you guys, give you guys different ideas, all right? There should be a cage coming up. And there should be a Yo Guai bear inside of it. And there's our Yo Guai bear there, see him? He's inside the fenced area. 2 for 3. It's really that easy, guys. Seriously. Seriously. And he's inside that fence. Just don't open the gate, okay? There's another Yo Guai bear. Right over here at High Knob Lookout that's inside of a cage. Again, we will have to contend with some blood eagles, but that's fine. So we were here for our daily, weekly, our daily challenge video. We're just going to try to get in here real quick, if we can. Alright, let's check the situation here. There's our bear. Alright, there's our third Yo Guai bear. Just like that, guys. Just like that. I know it's a little bit different than what we're used to, but it's good to kind of show you guys different locations, right? So we went to right here, High Knob Lookout. He was inside the cage. Camp Liberty, he was inside the cage. And on that island, that commie bear. Pretty good spots, eh? What do you guys think of that, eh? Pretty awesome. I'll let them fight amongst themselves there. What's next? What is next, Jim? Sell Yo Guai ribs to an NPC vendor 1. So again, we will need some Yo Guai ribs. So let's go back and pick up the Yo Guai meat off these guys. Let's do it. You guys could have done this a lot easier than me, but let's get the Yo Guai meat right there. And these guys are half blind. No pun intended. All right. Let's go back down to Camp Liberty. That's actually, we'll spawn in for the front entrance. I don't want to deal with those thrashers there, those mutated gobblers there. Ugh. They're like little tanks. Get around that rock. Okay, let's go this way here. Go back after that guy. Still should be here. His body shouldn't have despawned yet. At least I wouldn't think anyway. Right, there's his body there again. Yao Guai meat. Let's go back inside. We could have done this the first time, right? That's what I usually do. I usually kind of go up to their bodies and take the stuff, but I didn't this time. Don't ask me what I do anymore. I don't even know what I do.
I can hear their cat.
You can't hear anything after that. Come on, buddy. Right, so there's our Yao Guai meat. Now, just to make a note, I haven't seen it happen for a while. But it used to happen quite frequently where when you killed an animal, you didn't get the meat off of it. And sometimes it was like on a regular basis, but I haven't seen that happen for quite some time. But it's just an FYI, it could happen. Just don't get discouraged. Just keep going after the Yao Guai bears. All right, so let's go to a cooking station. Let's, I have a feeling we're going to need one more, but I'm not 100% certain. Let's go after one more, just in case. We'll go up here to Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. We'll show you Fluffy's son. We'll check it out up here. Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. We're going to go to the southeast, as I mentioned. Fluffy's son should be just around the corner here. Again, in terms of Yao Guai bears go, this guy here is fairly easy. He's like half asleep. I believe he's fairly low level, but he usually roams around a little bit, so he's not usually in like the same... Oh, there's it there. Sometimes you gotta look for him a little bit because he's not in the same spot every time. He's just kind of roaming around this area. Oh, right there. See how he's only level 50? He's giving me the most flack, isn't he? He's a fighter. He's a fighter. And see how he's diseased? Yeah, same every time. All right. So we got our 4. Where are we at here? Yao Guai meat here. Yeah, 4 of them right here. All right, let's go to a cooking station. Can be any old cooking station. Let's pop up here to good old faithful Grafton. Nope, Grafton Station. Yeah. That's it. I believe most train stations will have a cooking station on it anyway. Of course, Fluffy's son gave us the disease. So, Yao Guai ribs. Let's take a look at that weekly here. Hit the right button. So Yao Guai ribs is a simple recipe. You automatically learn that recipe by picking up Yao Guai meat, okay? It's not a recipe you have to buy or find. You automatically learn it by picking up Yao Guai meat, okay? Back out. Let's go to our cooking station here. All food. All right, so we got Yao Guai ribs. Now, last time we tried light Yao Guai ribs and it counted, okay? But I think it was a fluke. So we're going to go the Yao Guai ribs, which is what it's asking for. So we actually need 4 Yao Guai meat and 4 wood. So back in the day, if you watch older videos of mine, it'll show you just getting 1 Yao Guai meat, but that's obviously changed. We need 4 Yao Guai meat now. So we were pretty lucky. So we got our 4 Yao Guai meat. We're going to craft the Yao Guai ribs. All right, let's back out. So now we have the Yao Guai ribs right there, and we can sell it to any NPC any NPC vendor. Sorry, at any train station will work. Let's go trade.
And equipment.
Yao Guai ribs. There we go. So Yao Guai ribs to an NPC vendor 1 for 1. Again, any NPC vendor at any train station will do. Okay? Do I have a disease cure on me? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. What's next here, Jim? What is next? Consume any chems 9. So again, don't get this don't get this confused like what I do a lot. Is instead of collecting chems, we actually have to consume them. Okay, so if you take a look at my health bar, the bottom right hand or bottom left hand part of the screen, you see that I'm full health other than a little bit of rats. If I take a stim pack, it says I'm already full health and it will not count. Okay, so I could take a rat away and I'll take a stim pack real quick. See if that counted. It did. Okay, good. So I was quick enough where it counted, but I can't take another stim pack because I'm already full health. Okay, so FYI. What you can do is a great spot for chems is usually in or around human enemies, like cultists. Okay, for example, not necessarily just here, but cultists in general. Point Pleasant is a pretty good spot to get chems. All different types of chems. Okay. Blood Eagles, usually a pretty good spot to get chems. You know, usually Blood Eagles and cultists will have stim packs on them. And in the areas that they're at, will have different types of chems in around their areas. Okay? You can also craft your own chems at chemistry workbenches. You guys have seen me do that many a times. Okay? And we can also buy chems from these medical dispensers. Let's go ahead. We're going to buy some chems here. Let's buy some mentats. We'll buy a psycho. Buy a Rad-X, sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and take these bad boys. Mentats. Psycho. Now, Rad-X and Rad-Away, you can find from ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of Rad-X and Rad-Away. Let's take in a dick doll. And how close are we? 6 of 9. Do I have my backpack on? I do. Okay. That's weird. Must be the chems I just took. What do you guys think? Take a carry weight booster here. Let's go down here in the water. And we'll pick up some radiation. What do you guys think? And then what we'll do is we'll do the same thing. We'll just let it kind of gather up. Now you could do it this way if you so wish. This is what I kind of like to do, especially if it's like a weekly challenge and we have to take like a significant amount, okay? And usually Rad-Away and stim packs is what most people will have on them most of the time. You know what I mean? We'll just kind of let it do its thing. Now you get, if you have a radiation barrel in your camp, that will also do the same thing, or one of those meteorites, you'll get a little bit of rads off of that. Another pretty decent spot to get rads is right down here in the Skyline Valley region. Hemlock Springs Dump. You'll get you'll fill up on rads pretty quick there. All right, let's get out of here. But it's all up to you. Like, there's so many different ways you can do this particular daily challenge. Let's go ahead. Take some Rad-Away. Take a stim pack. There we go. If you do it quick enough, you'll get credit for it. Just like that, guys. All right, let's take some purified water to help up with all that stuff. All right. What's next here, Jim? Cripple Scorch's leg, 18. So again, we can find Scorched all around the wasteland. The videos that I have for Scorched is locations for Spooky Scorched, locations for Holiday Scorched. They're all essentially the same. Even though it's not that time of year, you could still use those videos. I still bring you to the very popular spots where we will find Scorched, okay? And it's all time-stamped. So if you're brand spanking new to the game, you get the old brain farts going on, you can't remember where to find Scorched, and everywhere you go, they're already killed. Okay, you could check out those videos that I made. That'll help you out. First spot we're going to check is we're going to go right here to Wavy Willards Water Park. Let's pop up here. Now again, as the weekly says, we have to cripple the Scorch's leg. We can free aim if we so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Or you can use VATS. I prefer to use VATS myself. There's a perk card that'll help me out with that. It's under Perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. This allows me to move my VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. You can decide to do whatever you like to do. For crippling, ballistic weapons work very good. Like, 5.56, 45, 44, 308, etc., etc. Plasma Caster works pretty good. Shotgun with the Enforcer perk card and Agility works pretty good as well. Go for the legs. The Drill, if you're wearing a power armor suit, that works quite well as well. Left leg. Right leg. So if we do it right, again, depends on how powerful your weapon is, okay? If we do it right, we can get 2 cripples per Scorched. But if you have a weapon that's very powerful, which I have, some of my weapons are very powerful, or 1 shot, 1 kill kind of deal, you can still get credit for a cripple, just that you won't be able to go in for the second cripple because they'll be dead. Alright? Just an FYI. But it definitely can be done by doing left leg, right leg kind of deal. See how I'm doing that? And this is an automatic weapon as well. If I can do it, anyone can. Alright. Let's lock and load here. Oh, we did get credit for that time. It didn't look like it hit him, but it apparently didn't. Or we didn't cripple him anyway. Let's keep going down here. There's a free aim kind of deal. There's a guy over here. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Really the fewest amount you can do. Left leg, right leg kind of deal if you can do it that way. Just kind of show you how that goes. How easy it can be. Just kind of be kind of real nimble with the old. Especially if you have an automatic weapon like I have. But it can be done. It can be done. What's next here, Jim? Oh, eat a cooked meal. 30. Perfect. So again, doesn't matter what you are. If you're herbivore, if you're a carnivore, if you're herbivore, if you're eating meat, and if it's a cooked meal, it's going to count. If you're a carnivore, you're eating a vegetarian meal, but it's cooked, it's going to count. Okay? Because we're just doing daily, weekly challenges. And really a good way to doing it. So I like to kind of do a few different things here. Let's go down to here to Silva Homestead. We're going to pick up some corn. As long as it's a cooked meal. And we're here to pick up some corn. There's a perk card that's going to help us out. It's under Perception. It's called Green Thumb. We twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, we get 2. Okay. So definitely a must-have if you're a herbivore. But for a carnivore like myself, I usually have it equipped. You don't have to have it equipped, but I have it equipped more so because it saves me a lot of time. For daily, weekly challenges, it's a huge time saver to have. Okay, and I just usually have it equipped. What is going on here with my character? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's pick up some corn. Seems like he's like lagging a little bit, so let's pick up some corn here. Now, you can also have corn in your camp, and I usually recommend to folks who are brand new to the game to have at least corn and razor grain in your camp, because again, it's a time saver. So that way there you don't have to go out and look for this stuff. Now, I'm always going to go look for this stuff because I'm doing videos, but if you have this stuff already in your camp, it's just a lot better. All right, so there's enough corn. Let's go after some meat products. Let's go here to Flatwoods. Of course, Flatwoods is probably one of the best spots to find animals, okay? And it's a real easy spot. You know, just up the road, we have a couple rad roaches in there. As we have a couple of mole rats up the road, as you can see there. Okay. Oh, he's already dead. Let's grab the meat. The other rad roach is over here, and he already died in the explosion. Okay. A little bit further up, you'll have that car that's way up there. See that car way up there? There's usually 3 mongrels up there. And usually up on the hill, there's some sort of meat product up there. Either a rat stag, or foxes, or rabbits, or squirrels. Same kind of deal. Of course, all kinds of Brahmin around. Flatwoods, all kinds of Brahmin. Usually they give you 2 Brahmin meat. But you can do this even if you're a herbivore, okay? If you're short on time, you can't find any vegetables to save your life, cook this stuff up, eat it, it's going to count, okay? It's definitely going to count. Now, I'm on a private server, so don't think I'm just taking it all. All right. We have some more meat down here. Now, we're going to need a lot of it. Where's the other guy at? I thought there was another guy around here, too. Where is he at? Oh, maybe not. Maybe he didn't spawn in, who knows? Alright. That's a fair amount of meat here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we should have enough. We should. Let's let's go back up here and we'll get those mongrels just in case, because I hate to come back here again and not finish it. Let's go get those mongrels. And then we'll head back to the camp. Then we'll add something else in the mix. And of course, those of you who've been watching me for a while know what I'm going to talk about. There's rabbits up there. See the rabbit?
It's just about time to eat.
Yeah, right on, buddy. Uh-oh. Again, this isn't a 100% rabbit location. It can be several different things, as I mentioned, that can pop up here. Foxes, squirrels, radstags, so just an FYI. Here's our mongrels. Good stuff. That's what I like about splash damage. Alright, we got enough now. Let's head back to our camp. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about here is this Mylark steamer. Now you hear me talk about it all the time. But this Mylark steamer, we got 5-6 months ago. I did a little review on it when it first came out. So this is a camp resource. It will collect not only meat, but it will cook meat at the same time. And for daily, weekly challenges, it's a huge time saver. So if you're a person, again, that's short on time, you have a real busy life, but you enjoy the game, you want to do daily, weekly challenges, you just don't have the time to go do what I just did. This Mylark steamer is worth its weight in gold. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. Let's go to our cooking station up here. We are going to need this boiled water to make the corn soup. And again, these are all simple recipes we automatically learn by picking up vegetables, by picking up meat. So FYI. Let's make some corn soup. Make a bunch of ribeye steak. Again, these are all simple recipes we learn just by picking up the meat. So everyone should be able to cook stuff. There we go. Back out. Alright, so we have all kinds of cooked meals now. As you can see, under effects, I am a carnivore. We're going to start off with the corn soup. Alright, just like that. Let's eat her up here. Now, the roasted Mylark meat we got from the Mylark steamer. The cooked soft shell meat we got from the Mylark steamer. The Mylark jerky from the Mylark steamer. The smoked Mylark fillets from the Mylark steamer. Okay. The butt chops that we crafted ourselves. Ribeye steak we crafted ourselves. Eat a cooked meal 30 for 30, just like that. Couldn't be any easier. What else we got? I think that's it. Yeah, we're done. Not too bad. We'll call it 54 minutes. Not too bad. Of course, you guys can do it a lot quicker than me because I'm just doing a lot of yapping. But I also like to do a lot of explaining because my videos are tutorial type videos, and I know a lot of people rely on my videos to help them through the game. But at the end of the day, you guys can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you however way you want to play your game, the easy way, the hard way. I try to give as many options as I can. So there you guys go. Again, we have Fasnacht for 2 weeks. Starts today, Tuesday, June the 25th, goes to Tuesday, July the 9th. So make sure you participate in Fasnacht Day. It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, White Tribe Starwind 138, Robco, thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day.